Hi, I'm Cameron McKenzie. I'm the editor-in-chief over at the serverside.com, and I wanted to talk to you about 5 of my favorite Java test frameworks that you can start using today that can really help improve the quality of the code that you put into production. So first on the list is TestNG. Everybody loves JUnit. We all have a long history with JUnit. I like JUnit too, especially JUnit 4. But you know what? I've always liked TestNG better. To me, it's always taken the best of JUnit, the best of NTest, brought it into one package, added some features, and created a unit testing framework that well, it seems to me that developers just like using. And if you can get developers to like writing unit tests, well, that's a big step forward. Well, I will say that JUnit 4 is actually pretty awesome too. But TestNG, that's always number one in my books. Secondly, I think everybody should be using Cucumber. It's a great way to test behavior driven design based applications, allows you for scenario based testing. What's more, the tests that you create, the test almost become documentation for how your application can behave. And so anytime that you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone like that, well, it's a good thing. So I think everybody should be using Cucumber in their application development cycles. Now, how do you do integration testing? Well, I always like SOAP UI. I also like Rest Assured. Great way to test your RESTful endpoints, test your JSON structure, test your actual URLs properly, making sure that your post and your get and your delete invocations are all working properly. Now, how do you validate your web UIs? I like Selenium. I also really like HTML Unit. HTML Unit is written entirely in Java. I like that. I think it uses Rhino behind the scenes to simulate a web browser. Selenium will actually grab a driver for Chrome and actually test your applications inside Chrome. So it might give you a little bit more of a real world testing experience, but both tools are excellent for validating what happens when people click on things that interact with JavaScript or submit forms and interact with your web application. So top marks go to Selenium and HTML Unit just for automating the testing of your web UIs. And then if you want to do load testing, stress testing, performance testing, Apache JMeter is always something you got to bring into the mix. From Apache, open source, Apache licensed, and it's a great way to place a giant load in your application, see what parts of your application start to really slow down when you're under a load of 10, 100, 1,000 users. And with that information, you can make changes and really improve the performance of the applications that you put into production. Anyways, I hope you find that helpful. Those are just 5 tools hitting 5 different aspects of application testing that I think everybody should be incorporating into their application development cycles. And if you do, well, I guarantee you will be creating code that is greatly improved.